everyone, so today we are going to do a bit of a chit chat, kind of get ready with me. I'm going to my sister's 4th of July party and I thought it'd be fun to do some festive makeup. I did a blue winged liner. It's a little bit of an ombre, as you can see here, winged liner with some nice and more natural kind of fluffy lashes, and then a bright red lip to go along with the theme. I know this is going to come up after the 4th of July, but maybe you can find this relevant to use for a different time, or maybe if not, you just enjoyed watching it. And I really love how it turned out. I think it's great. It's super festive and it's really simple and easy to do, so I hope you guys think so as well. And if you guys would like and subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And without further ado, let's get going. Okay, everybody, we're going to just jump right into it. Today I'm going to start with my eyes because I'm going to use tape to get a nice sharp wing, and if I put tape on foundation, then there'll be a mess. So I'm going to start off with concealer as my base. I'm just going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in shade 10. I'm just going to put this all over my lids and then blend it out with my finger. Okay, that's all blended out, and for today's look we're going to be using the Lorac Pro 2 palette, mostly because it has this navy blue shade right here that I'm really wanting to use, but also it has this good light brown shade. So I'm actually going to go into the shade Buff right here with my fluffy brush and set my lid first. So I'm going to take my Morphe E23 and dip into light brown from the palette, and I'm just going to work that into my crease. For the base of my winged liner, I'm going to make it blue since it's 4th of July. I'm going to use a blue eyeliner pencil. This is from NYC. It's the automatic eyeliner pencil in 835 Brazen Blue, and I'm going to use that to make a winged liner, and then we're going to smudge it up. It's not the most pigmented pencil, so I'm kind of having to work with it a little bit. It's not the best pencil, but it's doing the job. This is a Morphe G21 from the Gunmetal collection, and I'm going to go right into the navy shade in the Lorac palette right here. Pick that up on this angled pencil, and I'm going to start going over the liner that I just did. And this is going to help intensify the blue and also smudge it out a little bit. And this is when it's really nice to have that tape down, because you can be a bit sloppy and it's all okay. You're still going to get a really crisp line in the end. This isn't going to be like a super smoky wing liner by any means, but it's not going to be a really crisp one. I kind of want it to look more soft and not so bold. That way this is more of like a wearable blue eyeliner kind of. I tried to adjust my lighting so the colors are more true to color. They look a little bit muted in here, but this is turning out to be a really pretty blue. It looks a little dull on camera, but I promise if you do this, it'll look a little bit more bright and vibrant. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit more and go over the line to intensify it, and I'm just going to keep building it up until it's as dark and smoky as I want it to be. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm liking the shape, I like the thickness. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye exactly the same way that I did this one, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I finished the eyeliner on my other eye, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of make it a little bit of an ombre liner, and I'm going to go into this BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is Uranus. Of course, I have to pick that one shade, but whatever. I'm going to go in with this shade and a small eyeliner brush. This is another brush I got from Michaels, and the name is the name is rubbed off of it, but this is just what it looks like. It's great. It was like $3, I believe. And so what I'm going to do is I'm really going to coat the brush in that color. And these are baked shadows, so they work best when sprayed with some sort of spray, and that's exactly what I'm going to do because I kind of want to make it a liner. So I'm just going to like literally really coat the brush in it, as you can see. And now I'm going to spray it really well with a setting spray. Any setting spray works. And then I'm going to go back in. I'm kind of just making like a eyeshadow paste, so to say. And I'm going to use this and I'm going to put it on the inner corner of my eyeliner. Like that. I'm going to go into it a second time, just really dipping into it, and I'm going to go on top of it again to make the color really pop. This is a very icy blue. That's what I was going for. I thought it would look really good with the navy. So once I do that, it's about halfway through. I'm going to take the brush that I put the navy on with, and I'm not going to add any more navy to it. There's already some left over on it. I'm just going to kind of go over the edges where these two meet to blend them together. Just like that. And so I'm again going to do the same thing on the other eye, and I will be right back. Okay, so now I have finished up the light blue on the other eye so that they match now with my ombre liner. So I'm just going to remove the tape. And my lines aren't as crisp. I don't know if you can see that, but my line isn't as crisp as I would like it, which is fine. I'll show you how to fix it. So I'm going to take a Q-tip, and I'm just going to kind of saturate it with, I have a makeup wipe right here. I'm just going to kind of saturate it in the makeup wipe. I'm just going to pull my eye taut a little bit, and I'm just going to wipe away where the tape wasn't as sticky. Just like that. So now that that's all clean, I'm going to make sure I don't have any blue under my eyes. Super cute face, I know. And now I'm going to start on the face makeup. So to start with my face, I'm going to use this Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth Primer. This is the white one. I like this one because it smooths out my skin, but it doesn't leave it dry at all. It's still rather hydrating. So I really like that. And now I'm going to use another great drugstore primer. This is the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base, and this one's really good for pore minimizing. You can't put it all over your face, but I kind of just like to put it where my pores are. So I just pick up a little bit on my finger, and I just press it into my pores. And you'll be able to really feel this if you ever use it, how smoothing this is. You really need to press it, because this is another primer that will ball up if you try and, got some on my nose, will ball up if you try and like rub it in. So I really press this in. So now, since I'm going to an outdoor event, I want decent coverage, but I don't want it to be like crazy full coverage, and I don't want anything that feels heavy. So I'm going to go into the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. This is in the shade 205 Natural Beige. I'm going to take it on the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, which is a similar shape to my favorite Makeup Geek buffing brush. It's a very similar shape. So I'm just going to take that on the back of my hand and then onto my brush. I like the round top brushes for buffing. I feel like they buff a little bit better. If I try and do like a buffing motion like this with a flat top brush, I notice that I get a few more streaks than I would like. And it's a little harder to blend out, so I normally prefer the round top brushes. And this one is super cheap. I believe it was probably like $6. Usually these ones with the black handles are right around $6. I love the finish of this foundation. It's a very natural satin finish. It's not matte at all, but also it's not dewy. So if you have oily skin, this will be a good, more natural foundation for you than, say, a matte finish would be. Okay, looking good. So now I'm going to wipe the foundation off my hand before I get that on my nice blue shirt. And I'm going to go back in with the Maybelline concealer that we used to prime the lids, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 10. And this is a good lightweight concealer. It has pretty good coverage. It's drugstore, which is awesome. And it's not too light. It's a good color for my skin right now. I don't want anything like stark white. Just want a little bit of a highlight. So put that everywhere, and then I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques stippling brush and just pat it in. I like to make sure I get it all the way up into the corners, because that's where I have a tendency to get some darkness, and then blend it right along that liner. Okay, I am going to do a little bit of cream contouring. You don't have to, but I just really like doing it. I think it looks really nice and natural. And I'm using my favorite Wet n Wild dual-ended contour stick. This is in the shade medium tan. And I only do half my face at a time because I'm really paranoid that it's going to dry and not blend out well. When you're blending out your cream contour, it's really important to blend up because you don't want your contour to drag down. That kind of defeats the purpose of contouring. I'm going to go over with my foundation brush. Make sure it's really blended. And onto the other side. So now I'm going to go in and set my face. I'm going to set my under eyes. I'm going to use my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. This is in Translucent Light, I believe is the shade. My sticker's a little rubbed off. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit on this e.l.f. I believe it's a blush brush is what it's called. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit of powder. And I'm not going to bake or anything. I'm just going to lightly set my under eyes. Just like that, and you can see the difference between set and not set. So, just kind of running the extra powder along the center of my face. I'm going to go into my CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder in 115 Classic Beige on my Makeup Shack T30 brush, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face with this. Because your homegirl gets oily, especially out in the sun. I'm going to go into my MAC bronzing powder in bronze. This with my Real Techniques stippling brush. This is my favorite for bronzing. I'm just going to go over right where I cream contoured. And this powder has like the tiniest wee little bit of shimmer, but it's nothing super noticeable. So I'm actually going to contour a little bit with it, just a tiny bit. I'm going to go in ever so lightly. This is a Makeup Geek chiseled cheek brush, nice and flat. And I'm barely just going to tap the tiniest bit in. I just want to intensify it right along the very most hollow part of my cheek. And I'm actually going to take the bronzer again on this brush, and I'm just going to run it down the sides of my nose. Now for cheeks, I kind of want... I think I'm going to go in with a really subtle blush, just because I don't want to distract, because we have bright eyeliner and we're going to do bright lips, as you may have seen. I don't want to distract from that, so I'm going to go into NARS Madly. Great, and now we're going to go into highlight, and because I can, I'm going to have a nice bright highlight today. I'm going to take my Target Up and Up brush. And I think we're going to do a little bit of Becca Opal today because I'm feeling saucy. I'm going to take a little bit more on the tip and just go over my cupid's bow. And the tiniest, I'm just like tapping my finger in so slightly. And we're going to go down the center of my nose and right on the tip. And again, back with my favorite blending brush. Just blend those two out. Perfect. So now let's go on to the rest of the eyes. I'm going to go back in with that blue eyeliner that we used, the bright blue from NYC, and I'm just going to put this right on the outer corner of my waterline. And then I'm going to bring it down a little bit onto my lower lash line. Make sure they're even. And now I'm going to just take this Urban Decay brush that came with the Vice palette that I have. I'm going to go back into the Lorac Pro 2 palette, back into the light brown. Just pick up the tiniest little amount, and we're going to use that to kind of blend out the blue. I don't want it to look smoky, but I also don't want harsh edges, so that's why I'm taking this step. And I'm just blending it underneath the blue. I'm not trying not to go on top of the blue. Okay, so that is the lower lash line complete, and now we're going to go in and do an inner corner highlight, and we're going to go back into the Lorac Pro 2 palette again, and I'm going to mix these two lightest colors, Snow and Beige. Yeah, because Snow is super bright white and Beige is a little bit toned down, so we're just going to mix the two of them to get a light rosy color. And I'm going to put that right on the inner corner of my eye. I love bright inner corner highlights. Completes any look. And then I'm going to put the beige, or the buff color, excuse me, again on this same brush. And that's going to be under my brow. Okay, now I'm going to do my mascara. I'm going to do it off camera, and I'm also going to do my brows off camera, and then I'll be right back to finish up with the lips. Okay, so I'm back. I have my brows on, and I have mascara and lashes on. For my mascara, I used my Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. This is the waterproof version. The lashes that I'm wearing are Ardell Wispies that I've added a couple individual lashes to, just on the ends to make them a little bit fluffier. And then for my brows, I filled them in with pencil today, and I used the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer pencil in dark brunette for my brows. last but not least, we're going to move on to lips. And obviously for the 4th of July, America's colors are red, white, and blue, since the red, white, and blue. And so since we have blue liner, we're going to do red lips. And I'm going to start off with this Jordana Easy Liner Retractable Pencil. And this is in the shade Sedona Red. So I'm just going to line my lips with this. And now we're going to go in with the star of the show, which is the liquid lipstick. And this is Wet n Wild Liquid Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Lipstick. Matte liquid lipstick in Missy and Fierce. 930B is the color. This is the most bright, true to red I've ever seen. And it's from the drugstore. And this formula is amazing. It really is. So if you haven't tried these, definitely go pick them up. I think they're like $3 or something. It's actually ridiculous. Maybe $5. I think they're $5. I don't know. And there, make sure I don't have any on my teeth. And there you have it. This is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. I really like it. Oh my gosh, this is just such a comfortable formula. It's amazing. Really go try these out. The Mega Last Liquid Catsuits from Wet n Wild. Hey, what are you doing? Come here. You want to come say hi? Come here, little squish. Come here. Ooh, look this way. You're facing the wrong way. No, my little baby girl. Okay, that's enough. Anyhow, this is the final look. I hope you guys love it. It's super patriotic. It's pretty simple to do, and I think it turned out really well. I'm super happy with it. I know this is going to come up after the 4th of July, so it's not like this is something that you could really wear to the 4th of July, maybe next year, or any other kind of themed event like that. But I just wanted you guys to see what I'll be wearing today on the 4th. Hope you guys enjoy. If you would like and subscribe, that would be awesome. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button down below and be a part of this little family we're growing. I'm so proud of it, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a really fun and safe 4th of July and rest of your summer festivities. Try and stay cool depending on where you're at. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.